Hello, thank you for being here, and on this video I'm going to work on this motorcycle seat. I am not going to wrap it with material. I'm just going to add it with a fiberglass. Why am I going to work with fiberglass on this motorcycle seat frame? Well, because it is too short. The right thing to do right here is the customer should get like the right seat frame, but he's not, so I'm going to add it. I'm going to add that piece with fiberglass, and you can see right there the front part, and I am not just going to add it. I will mold in that part according to the gasoline tank, and you will see it. This it is not upholstery, but it is related to, because I'm going to wrap this seat with the new material later on, and I need that part to fix in there. See right there is kind of short, and it's short like 4 inches, 4 to 5 inches, and you will see it right now. See, it's 4 inches short, so I'm going to add those 4 inches short. This is just an idea how you can fit a motorcycle seat when it's short. There is another way how you can do it, is welding a piece of metal right there and start cutting according to the shape of that part right there. You can see it. It is unlevel, and I will add that piece with fiberglass. So that's what I'm going to do on this video. If you are going to do something similar, you can apply the same technique. The better thing right here for the customer is to get the right motorcycle seat frame, but he's not gonna get it, so he bring it right here to make it. That's what I will make it. First thing that you should do is protect the motorcycle seat. Not only if you are working in a motorcycle, protect it, but if you are working in a boat interior and you're going to use a fiberglass, you have to protect the boat too. Or if you are working in a door panel, like custom door panel or headliner custom, even a seat, sometime on seat I have to use a fiberglass when the customer asks for something custom in there, center console, you have to protect everything around where you're going to use the fiberglass. Like I'm doing, putting plastic, and you're going to start putting fiberglass. To make the fiberglass, you need 3 things. You need the fiberglass resin. That's one what you need it, and there are the different kind of fiberglass resin. So you're going to put in the container according to the amount or the work that you're going to do. If it is a big thing, you have to put a lot. If it's not, if it is a small thing like this, what I'm going to do is you only have to put a little bit. And I'm going to use the harness too. See, that's the harness. What the function of that liquid right there is going to make it dry fast. And I'm going to put a lot because I want this thing to dry fast. If you don't put the harness, it will take longer to dry. If it is cold, it will take longer. So I'm going to wet a little bit right here with this gel, and I put it right there. See? Then on top of that, I will put a fiberglass cloth, that piece. That is very important to put it. That is 1 layer. I will put 6 layers on top of that part, and I will wet with the liquid. 6 layers. That's only 1, because I want this at the end to be 1/4 inch thickness. I want that thickness 1/4, no less than 1/8. Should be 1/4 in there, and I'm going to put the liquid all around. Use a glove, because you don't want this liquid to, you don't want to touch this liquid with your hand, because it will stay in your hand for a long time. Even if you wash your hand, will stay in there. It is hard to remove it, so better use some glove and a brush and start applying with the brush. Like I say, this is just an idea. This is little thing. This is a little thing to do. If you don't know how to do this, you might have to call somebody who do this, and that will take you longer. Will take you. You have to make an appointment with that guy. The guy has to go in there and do it for you. And I'm going to use one more layer, you see, and I will put liquid gel on top. Like I was saying, if you don't know how to do this, you have to call somebody who is expert doing this, and he will do it for you, but he will charge you. He will charge you, and maybe if he is so busy, maybe you have to wait like a couple days until they have time. This is not hard to do it. It's not hard. I do this in a boat interior when I make the whole boat interior new, and I always put them on the wood. So, and I apply that liquid in there. The amount of harness that I put, I think by 3 or 4 hours this will be dry. The more harness you put, that will be faster to dry. And I'm going to add one more layer. So I added a few layers right now, no, but that's not done. I'm going to put one more. So that's the last layer that I'm going to add it. And with 5 or 6 is more than enough for a motorcycle seat. Sometimes when I do the whole motorcycle seat with fiberglass, I use 6. With 6 I got a pretty good thickness and strong. 6, but all depends what kind of cloth are you using to. Because sometimes with 4 layers is more than enough. And you have to put a lot of liquid. You see him in there? That is almost drying. It's almost drying, but I keep putting. Just making sure to that part be strong. That's all what I want. I want that part strong. Even right there, when the customer sits, he's not gonna put his weight in there, but I want that part to be strong enough. So I got that part done already. I just gonna let it set for about 3 or 4 hours. And it is dry. You can tell when it's dry. You just touch it and it is strong. I hear him and it is strong. So I'm going to draw right here according to the shape of what I want in there, because I have to cut them on there. So I draw how I want, and now I'm going to remove this frame, and I'm going to take it to a table and start cutting. I have to cut off all that extra thing that is on there. You can cut it with so many different tools. Right here I'm going to use a mini air reciprocal saw. This is a blue point tool, In case if you don't have this tool, it's not necessarily have to be this. There are a lot of different brands, a lot of different airsaw that you can use it. Even if you don't have tool, you can cut this by hand. Just get a hacksaw and start cutting by hacksaw. But with this tool, it is so easy. So I cut the part already, and you can see it start getting the shape. If you want to buy a tool similar like this, you can search under that name, reciprocal mini air saw, and you will find a lot of tools like that with under that name. I had to remove that plastic too, and that masking tape. Now I have to trim that part. And this tool that I'm using is good, but I have a better one, heavy duty, and this. With this tool, I'm going to cut this because right here is have a lot of fiberglass, and it's cutting. But now I'm going to use a different tool just to sand that part. So I got that part. Fast. With tool, it is so fast. But if you don't have this tool, you can sand it by hand. You can just get a sandpaper and start sanding by hand. I use tool because I do this for living. And fastest I finish, better it is for me. Now I'm going to use a die grinder. That is. And all the time when you're going to work on fiberglass, especially if you're going to sander, use some mask. Use a glass. Protect your eyes, protect your nose. It is not good to breathe in this kind of stuff. And it is right there. I had to sand a little bit more, but you can see that right there. It had that shape. It had the right shape already. Before was short, and now it is exactly the way I want it. It is not done. I have to sand a little bit more, and I have to put foam. But there it is. It is something easy to do it. Yes, you have to know those kind of material that I'm going to use and combine it, mix it. Right there is an even, so I'm going to put this kind of foam. This is a sculpting foam or land down foam. It is a good quality foam. It is 1/4 thickness, but I'm going to put this one in there. This foam is 1 inch thickness, and it is hard. It is hard. It is 3.5 pound of density. That's a lot. For seat, that's hard. For a motorcycle seat, that's hard, but that's what the customer want, and I will be using that one on this seat. I am not going to wrap this motorcycle seat with the material. That maybe will be in another video. I just going to put foam. Then I'm going to wait for the customer to come in and see it, and then in another video I will be wrapping with the material. I even don't know if it's gonna be fabric or vinyl. When the customer come in and see it and approve it, so he will pick the material. But at this point I don't have no idea. I'm just going to prepare and call him and see if I get the okay to keep going. So right there I just added one layer of thickness font. It's a 3.5 pound of density, and I'm going to sand it right there, and I'm going to add one more inch of font right there in the front part, because you can see it is uneven in there, and I want that part to be even. So I'm going to add that one. That is a 3 pound density, but that's okay if I added that one, that density on there. The customer won't notice that part, but it is, yeah, even if it is 3.0 pound of density, it is hard. It is hard. Now I'm going to taper. Okay, I got that part, and now just one more layer on top. And I put glue. If you don't have a glue gun, buy the glue in any upholstery supplies store. Put them on the container and buy some brush and start putting glue by hand. It will take you longer, but you will be able to do it by hand. So I just put them on there, and then I see with pressure, then I added one little piece on top, on the back. Just one little piece in the back, and that will be, I think that will be the right height, but the customer has to approve it. Now I will trim all around, cut that font all around. And I am not cutting exactly, I'm just giving like 1/8 away from that metal frame, 1/8 extra. Sometimes when the font is like a 2 pounds of density, I give it like 1/2 inch, because I don't want the material to have a contact directly with the metal. I almost got the right shape. You can see him on there. It's 2 inch high right now, but I think it's 2 inch high. In some motorcycles it is good, and some you have to add more. All depends the design that the customer want. I am sanding on the front part of this motorcycle seat. I have to make it as smooth as in there. And right here going to sand it more. Right there the customer want a little bit lower, and I am sanding all around. When you are using a hard font, make sure to eliminate those like edges, font edges. For example, right there on the top you see it. If the customer going to drive the motorcycle seat for a long distance, if the part is not round, it's going to bother him on the leg. It's going to bother. You don't want that part to be like sharp. Eliminate the angle. You see right now I am sanding that angle, killing that, making like a little bit of round right there, and I'm going to cut it right here a little bit. So right there is perfect. Yeah, right there is perfect. So now I'm going to sand it. See, I am killing that angle right there, that sharp angle. That should be round on a motorcycle seat. When you are using a hard font, should be rounded. That area. If you are using a soft font, I think with soft font it doesn't matter. Can be round, can be a square, because the font is soft. But this is hard, so that's what I'm making that part rounded. This is almost done. This is almost done. I'm just going to take it to the motorcycle and see how it fixed. Should be fixed good, because you see me tracing, you see me adding fiberglass in that part, and now you have fun. It should look nice now. The hard part is done. Now it comes the easy part. Wrap it with the material. Any design that the customer pick will be easier compared to all what I have done till now. And you can see him on there. What a big difference, huh? Remember how it was short? Now it is not short. It is exactly hitting that part of the motorcycle seat, and it looked nice in there. Imagine when it's done with the cover. So right now I just waiting for the customer to come in and see. I think he will say it's good. This is just an idea what I give it to you. How you can add a fiberglass on the motorcycle seat, how you can repair a motorcycle seat frame with a fiberglass. You cannot use the fiberglass always. No, sometimes you have to use a different technique because fiberglass is not gonna work. But this is just an idea how you can do it. The customer is not going to sit on top of that part, but it is strong. It is strong, guys. You can use that technique, like I said before, in a boat interior, custom car, custom like door panel, headliner, even on seat. You can use that same technique. So thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video.